Hi Libra, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm doing your bi-weekly or fortnightly messages for the next 2 weeks between you and your person. This is a love reading. So we've got your energy on this side, we've got their energy on this side, and I am going to go through a whole bunch of stuff here. I am going to ask that you please hit that like button if it resonates, because it really will help me grow the channel, and that's my intention. It's completely free and it only takes a second, so I would really appreciate it if you did that. And I am going to get straight into it. So we have your energy or your feelings towards your person for the next 2 weeks is fork in the road. So it says, you've reached a moment of truth in the evolution of your relationship. Which will you choose? To open up to the possibility of love, or to remain isolated, to go deeper and commit to mutual passion, or to walk away? This is the time to take responsibility for your truest desire and follow it. Be honest with yourself about what you're willing to do, invest and give. Then choose. You cannot make a wrong choice. If you move forward with a relationship, know that it will be based in truth and authenticity. If you have made a conscious decision rather than simply hanging on because you don't want to be alone, or ending things because you're afraid of the intensity and genuine connection. All roads lead to the lessons you must learn in your relationships. Regardless of the decision you make, it will place you on the path to a truer experience of the heart. So you could be at a crossroads in your relationship, trying to you're stuck between being like, should I stick with someone because I'm too scared to be alone, even though I'm not fully in love with them, or that I'm not maybe having a good time with them anymore, or whatever it is, but you don't want to be alone, or you're scared to commit to this person and you're like, I'd rather be alone because I'm too scared of getting hurt again, which could actually be the situation with the work through your fears. So I'm feeling more that it is that situation rather than the other one. And then on their side, maybe they've hurt you before as well. Could be the same person, or could be other people from your past. So regeneration is on their end. So it says the world is based on connections and relationships. No matter what loss has occurred in the past or even now, death and endings are only illusions. There is life after death, love after loss, and in this moment you are radiating the regenerative life force energy that makes you irresistible to love in all forms. Now is the time when you will see evidence of this new emergence. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Can you feel it? Love is rising up to greet you. So on their end, I do feel like they're wanting to kind of build something with you. Maybe they've been through it in the past, possibly with you as well. Maybe you guys have broken up, and like now they're kind of wanting to come back in some way and have this relationship in a new form. Or they've just been through a tough cycle themselves and they didn't know if they would ever, fall back in love again, or go for someone again, try and be in a relationship again. And now they're kind of like seeing growth within themselves to want to try and grow things with you. So obviously take what resonates within the situation. If you're with someone, if you're not with someone, that type of energy. Then we have the new moon in Scorpio, work through your fears. This is the situation between the two of you. So it says this card suggests a rebirth. Think of your situation as the phoenix that is rising from the ashes, as the birth, death, rebirth paradigm. That's what Scorpio energy is all about. Whatever you've been through, there's a new start ahead. It might be a little bit dark. It almost certainly won't be rainbows and unicorns, but it will be deep and transforming. This card also suggests that if you know that you are magical, then this is the time to work your magic. It can also herald the start of a sexier time if you've been experiencing something of a drought, and emotional intimacy is also on the menu. Scorpio is a sign that likes to go deep into the body, mind and spirit. So when this card comes up, there's nothing superficial about what's coming your way. Have some sexy time to let go of a grudge you're holding, move on from jealousy, stop being obsessive. It could it be that you're being paranoid and make an investment. So I do feel like maybe there's a bit of paranoia here that you're dealing with, worried that this person is going to hurt you. Maybe it's because they have before, like I said, but there is fear surrounding this, and maybe this is someone, could be from your past, because it's kind of like a rebirth scenario, or there was like an ending of this form of the relationship. Maybe you guys have just started seeing each other and like they're wanting to end this and kind of start something fresh with you, like end the the early stages of the relationship and actually commit in some way, but we'll see what the tarot has to say. Let's get on to your advice. So it says, Turtle Spirit, slow and steady wins the race. Turtle Spirit arrives to remind you that when you do what you need to do, putting one foot in front of the other and trusting that you will see your intentions manifest in perfect timing, your prosperity and love will grow exponentially. Now is not the time to rush around trying to force matters. Move slowly, perhaps even so slowly that it almost feels as if you're not moving at all. This may be a time to crawl before walking. Take your time to align to Turtle Spirit's place as you contemplate this road that you are on, doing what you need to do in this small moment that will soon pass. Turtle Spirit reminds you that sometimes the best action is to slow right down. So if it feels as if you're not doing enough, know that simply being aware of what is happening right now may be an important step towards determining whether you need to pivot or simply putting one foot in front of the other. True love and true success comes with patience, says Turtle Spirit. Focus on the now and the next step will be clear. So I do feel like maybe you just do need to kind of take things slow, put one foot in front of the other if you are struggling with kind of making a decision with this relationship, whether you're supposed to end it or you're supposed to have a rebirth here. It's a big decision. So do things slowly and make a decision slowly. Maybe just kind of put one foot in front of the other until you know what your next step is. So let's see for Libra. I'm going to get your feelings, their feelings, the situation, the obstacles and blockages, their next actions towards you, the outcome for the next 2 weeks, and the overall energy. Okay. So let's see for Libra. So your feelings, we have the Eight of Swords. Okay, their feelings, we have the Nine of Wands. The situation, we have the Magician, the Devils, and the obstacles and blockages. Their next actions is the Hermit, and we have the Queen of Pentacles as the outcome. Bottom of the deck, overall energy, death and rebirth, Scorpio energy again, very similar to this. Death and rebirth, again, it's the paradigm of the death, transformation, and then the rebirth. So maybe you're in the transformation phase right now. I feel like maybe an ending has already happened here, whether that's you and this specific person or you and another person. There's been some sort of end to a situation that is like you're transforming now, and now there could be a rebirth coming very soon. So with your feelings being the Eight of Swords, I feel like you're definitely stuck in your own head in this situation. You're not seeing things very clearly right now because you're you're feeling like you're overthinking the situation too hard, that you can't see the path clearly, or you can't see the situation clearly. With the Eight of Swords, it is, as horrible as this energy feels, of like, I feel stuck and I don't know what to do, and how do I fix this, or how do I move forward, or how do I get this person back, or whatever it is that's in your mind. It is, the good news is that the Eight of Swords is your own thoughts that are causing you to feel stuck. So as you can see in the picture here, she feels like, like she's tied up in the mirror with the blindfold on, crows all around her, trapping her. But actually, in reality, that's not what's actually happening. That's just in her mind. So that's the good news, is that you can get yourself out of this. The Nine of Wands here in their feelings is that they feel a bit guarded. They do feel like they want to kind of like persevere with this relationship and try and see if things can work out between the two of you. But they are feeling a little bit defensive and guarded with their emotions right now, because they do feel hurt. Like I said, I don't know if they've been through it with you that they're hurt, or they've been through it with someone else, but there is a feeling of being a little bit scared to take the next step forward. The Magician here is the situation between the two of you. So I do feel like you guys have been manifesting either a rebirth between the two of you if you're in separation, or it could be that you've been manifesting this person into your life and now they're here, and now you're like, oh no, I'm scared to commit because of all the stuff that's happened in the past. But there is also something here that's saying like, you guys both have what it takes to make this relationship work, so why not take the action towards that? The Devil energy as an obstacle or blockage is basically that there's a need to heal some sort of unhealthy habits or unhealthy beliefs when it comes to relationships. You guys are probably highly attracted to each other, but it can kind of borderline on the obsession type of energy. So maybe that's these obsessive thoughts that you can't stop overthinking in some way. But the devil's also sometimes a sign of codependency. So there could be codependency that's in this relationship, or like overindulgences in some way, like you guys are drinking too much or doing drugs or something like that. And it's kind of saying like you need to release some sort of toxic energy. And this is both of you, because this is in the mutual energies. The Hermit is their next actions or their intentions. Their intentions is not to do anything just yet. Their intention is to kind of sit by themselves, maybe sit in isolation, even be single for a little bit, or just like take some time to themselves to really go within and heal their heart right now. Maybe gain some sort of wisdom as well in the situation, learn the lessons that they need to. And then we also have the Queen of Pentacles here, and the Queen of Pentacles is the outcome over the next 2 weeks. So there is definitely going to be an energy of like wanting to nurture each other, wanting to nurture yourselves, wanting to put work into the relationship, and kind of grow this relationship, but with care. Okay, commitment and reliability is here as well. So I want to see, let's get some clarifiers to see what's actually going on here. Okay, so for Libra, what's the Eight of Swords? Is their feelings? We have the Eight of Wands, so double 8. Okay, so you are wanting to maybe you feel like things are just moving too fast, and that's why you're stressing out in some way. It's either that you feel like things are moving too fast, and like this like communication going back and forward, and like you don't have a minute to think about if this is what you really want. Or if it's for someone in separation, it's kind of like you're overthinking about maybe communicating with them. Like you can't stop thinking about, when will they message me? Are they going to communicate? Are we going to get back on the same page? Like what's going to happen here? Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You're also hurt. You're also feeling guarded. Like you guys are in the same energy here. Like you're feeling defensive as well. But you also do want to see if you can kind of push this relationship forward to make it work out in the end. What's the Nine of Wands? Seven of Cups. There is some form of confusion here because of how they feel with their defenses up at the moment. So they could be feeling like they don't know if you want to kind of bring the situation, like persevere with this situation like they do, but they're also feeling like guarded. But you guys are kind of mirroring each other in some way. Bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Wands. So they do want to progress with you. They do want to kind of plan things for the future with the two of you. But they are also kind of being patient with not making any sudden movements, basically. Maybe you feel like they're being slow and steady, and like you feel like, oh my word, this is like never going to happen because they're so slow to come back in here. And maybe it's kind of like you said, them saying that you also, like Spirit is saying, you also need to like just do things one step at a time and not rush things. Okay, so what's the Magician? Queen of Pentacles. You guys are manifesting, putting the work into this and nurturing each other and coming back to a point, either back to a point if you guys have been in separation before, or like getting to a point where you guys can kind of just put in work into the situation and like commit to each other and just, you know, be able to rely on each other. We have the High Priestess here at the bottom of the deck as well. So I feel like the situation at the moment, maybe there is a bit of silence between the two of you. Like there's not as much communication as what you would like. But also there's a need here for you to kind of trust your intuition. Like you already know where this is headed. So maybe just, I think you know what it is that's stopping you as well. Is it the fear that you have here, or is it the fact that you don't want this person anymore? Like you don't feel like they're the person for you. It's you who knows the situation. The only way to figure it out, but to answer this question, is to actually go within and trust your intuition and gut. What's the Devil? We have Judgment. Okay, so two very strong cards here. That's Scorpio and Capricorn energy. So basically I do feel like reconciliation is on the cards here with the Judgment card if you guys are in separation. However, it's like the realization that, you know, that there is some sort of unhealthy habits or unhealthy ties between the two of you is needed to kind of move past. Like, you guys need to get past this in some way. But I feel like that's the challenge here, is trying to move past the unhealthy habits and like realizing that there are unhealthy habits to begin with. Maybe you guys don't feel like this is unhealthy, or maybe one of you does and one of you doesn't. The sun at the bottom of the deck, like, if you guys can get past this, it will bring you a lot of happiness. But right now there's a lot of pessimism because of the unhealthy attachment or the toxicity or the toxic situation that is happening between the two of you right now. So what's the Hermit? We have the Devil, and I have to cover it again. Okay, so their next intentions is actually to heal from the unhealthy energies, which is a very good next intention. So they're planning on not making the move right now. The reason being is because they want to heal, right? They want to kind of heal the codependency. They want to heal any sort of unhealthy habits or obsession when it comes to you, and they want to kind of just spend some time by themselves, isolate, work on that, work on their own self-confidence in some way, or work on being positive again. So what's the Queen of Pentacles? Wow. Queen and King of Pentacles. There's definitely a true match here. And I do feel like, oh, that just flew out of the deck, 5 of Pentacles. So maybe at the moment there is like feelings of like loss or abandonment or rejection between the two of you. But I do feel like the outcome is that you guys are both wanting stability. You guys are both wanting to commit. You guys are both wanting marriage down the line, or even possibly now. But with the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, like, you guys are both wanting to be able to rely on each other and move this forward to a committed relationship. 4 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So that is about like holding on to each other, maybe being a little bit greedy, and just wanting to kind of hold on to each other. But there's also a need to let go of the issues from the past. Otherwise, maybe if you hold on to the issues from the past, that's what's like causing your fears in some way. Okay, so let's see. For Libra, sorry, some of the cards went flying. Okay, so how does Libra feel about their person? We have emotional storm, turmoil, unstable and affected. Yeah, that's definitely that 8 of Swords. Like, you're definitely affected by what's going on in the relationship at the moment, and you're feeling very back and forward, not able to make a decision, not able to think about how you feel, stressed out, turbulent, tension, arguments. That's that 8 of Swords energy again. Maybe the 8 of Swords and the 8 of Wands together could be arguments, because that's communication and that's stress, you know. So could be that that's happening between the two of you. What about their feelings for Libra? We have thinking, missing you, craving and desiring. So you're on their mind right now. They can't stop thinking about you. And look, beginnings, try again, new direction and start over. So they do want to kind of get things back to a regeneration with you. So they want to try again, and that's pretty much it if you guys are in separation. Otherwise, they want to start over. Maybe there was a hiccup between the two of you guys and they want to start over. What's the outcome between these two for the next 2 weeks? Okay, so we have 2 coming out there. We have nourish, self-growth, self-focus and soul finding. I feel like that's what's happening right now. And curse, hex, witchcraft and negative mind. So maybe they have a negative mindset, or this is that toxic energy that they need to release, that there's something that's like holding them or you, because the Devil's both here. So both of you are like trapped in this toxic cycle or unhealthy cycle. It doesn't have to be that you are toxic or they are toxic. It's literally just like a situation between the two of you that like needs to, maybe just your relationship styles in general, that you guys need to heal from something. But they are focused on soul finding with the Hermit over here, and trying to kind of like grow themselves, learn from their mistakes, heal in some way. And then once that's done, I do feel like once they've nourished themselves, they are going to want to come forward with commitment towards you one day. Look, so someday, somewhere, another time. So not straight away, but they will, once they've healed, come towards you and try to kind of nourish this relationship again. Okay, so let's see. What does Libra need to know for the next 2 weeks? We have give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. We do have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. I do feel like if that's anything, that's probably on your side, because like you're the one who has the decision to make here. What else? Libra. Okay. There we go. So we have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So there is some forgiveness that's required here for you to be able to move forward in some way. And keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So, and then at the bottom of the deck, we have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life right now. So it helps to know that whatever's happening right here is like it's all planned out already. So you are meant to be exactly where you are right now, Libra. Let's get some messages from your person. This is usually for people in separation, but let's see what comes out. We have I'll wait for a sign from you. What else? We have I couldn't let you get close to me. Okay, we have my life is not as together as it seems, and you and I were too young. So maybe it is someone from your past, like not just your most recent past. And they're like, we were too young before, but maybe they want to try again now. But definitely with the guarded, they couldn't let you get close to you with 9 of Wands. To them, and then also like maybe you might think that they're living their life all happy and that type of thing. No, they're spending time alone, they're trying to heal, they're working on themselves. So that's good. So Libra, that's what I have for you. Again, please do like the video if you enjoyed it or it resonated. It really does help me grow the channel and I really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys again next week. Take care.